So yeah, it's been a few months, about 4 months. Last video was, I think, Doncaster and the Devil May Cry figures that I got from Eddie. Just busy. Yeah, busy, work, all that kind of crap. Just been playing games. Just not been feeling YouTube at all. So yeah, I mean, I'm only come on now because my internet's not working, so I can't play any games. Although I might knock out some of the more retro stuff in a minute. But yeah, gonna get this video done. It's just some pickups, most of it probably trash. Just so I can get some of it into the collection while I've got nothing to do. A couple of days off work, typical. And yeah, I want to get this stuff sorted. So I thought I'd do a little video, try and get back into it. We'll see how it goes. Hope everybody else is doing well, as usual. Yeah, so we've got some games, obviously, mostly 360 for the wall, some One, a bit of Wii, a Switch, and an original Xbox thing to show you, as well as some other various bits. We did go to One Car Boot not long ago, and then other odds and ends, a couple of 4K films and some decent board games. So a whole host of mix of bits and bobs really. Where to begin? Movies in front of me, so we'll start with the films. Yeah, so I went into HMV and they've got to say kind of a deal on their 4K stuff, which is 2 for however much it was, I can't remember, 2 for 30 quid or 20 quid, something like that. So picked up the new Mortal Kombat. Really wanted to watch this. I quite enjoyed the originals, to be fair, but this is really good film. It's got full brutalities and fatalities in it, which some of them are really good and over the top, as per Mortal Kombat. But yeah, I really did enjoy it. Interested to see what they do with the sequel, because they're going to make another one. They leave it open. So yeah, worth a watch. Quite enjoyed that. I need somewhere to put these. And just a couple of others I got in the deal. I think this one was just standalone. They were selling off cheap for like 7 quid or something. And it's the last Rambo film, so Last Blood. I enjoyed it actually. I thought it was alright. It's kind of Taken, but Rambo style and ramped up, like the violence and everything, especially towards the end, is actually pretty good, pretty brutal. I thought it was alright. Enjoyed the watch. And then the latest Halloween film. Big fan of the Halloween films. One of my favourite kind of horror series, I suppose. Thought it was okay. It was a bit irritating in parts. I've not watched the alternative ending yet. Might be better, I don't know. But yeah, it was okay. Even the missus enjoyed it as well. She's only seen this one and the last one, so the 2 newest versions of Michael Myers, which are technically now the sequels to the original, because it was original and then they now bought these out and said all the others don't count in the series or whatever. They tried to reboot it as, I don't know. It's a bit of a mess, but it was okay. So they're the films out the way. Just them 3, I think it was. Got the 2 for however much it was, and then the Rambo standalone. So yeah, like I said, I've been doing a lot of gaming. I did do the PlayStation month. I was going to do a video on it. Couldn't be bothered. And I was going to jump into the stream that the guys did, but I finished. I was working that night, literally the only night I was working nights, and I was on. And I've just been working early mornings for the last few months, which screws me over as well, because by the time I get back, the missus is working from home, so she's in the office, and by the time she's finished, we have dinner, and that's it. I'm ready for bed again because I'm back up in the mornings. Just don't have time to edit videos. I've got other series and videos that I've done and just can't be bothered to edit, or just don't get time to do them. I don't even know if I will bring them out now. It's been so long. So yeah, just getting this pickups out the way really. I'm looking down because it's all over the floor and I don't know where to begin. So let's get these big boxes out the way, and then I've got some space on the floor to put stuff. So obviously, in the last few videos, probably noticed I've been going more board gaming stuff, like enjoying my board games, especially board games relative to gaming. Got the, just looking down here, the Elder Scrolls, Resident Evil 4, like that kind of stuff. And whilst looking into the board gaming stuff, Obviously, if you know anything about board gaming, I came across this, which is basically the #1 board game ever made of all time. Whatever, it's won loads of awards. It is the #1. It is, of course, Gloomhaven. Now, the original Gloomhaven, the massive box, is not only a bit expensive, but it takes so long to play. However, they brought out a smaller version of it, which is a prequel to that game. That's Gloomhaven Jaws of the Lion. So I picked this up. It is still a hefty box, still loads of stuff in it. And yeah, it is a fantastic game. So I've been playing this. I might jump back on it in a minute while the internet's not working. Something to do. Yeah, just really good. Really getting into that. It's... So you have your minis, you move around the board. Instead of rolling dice, you have cards to play, which give you your moves and actions that you're going to take that turn. And you unlock stuff as you go along the game, doing various quests and stuff. I think last year they brought it to PC as a PC game, and I've now heard that next year they are bringing it to current consoles. So Xbox and PlayStation will be getting a version of that game as well. So I'll be interested to see how it comes out. So we've got that. And because I was enjoying that so much, I thought, wow, why not? Get the big box version of Gloomhaven. And this is an absolute beast. It weighs an absolute ton. And it is full, so full of so much stuff. It's ridiculous. Like, so many unlockables, various characters, hidden characters to find and play as. Yeah, I've obviously not started this one yet. I want to go through Jaws of the Lion first and then get on this. And the best thing about these games as well is they are single player games. You can play it single player or up to 4 players. Obviously 2, 3 or 4 players. And yeah, really getting into that. It's a fantastic board game. Like I say, it's rated the #1 board game for the last, since it's been out basically, however many years. And it is a phenomenal game. It's so good. So if you like board gaming stuff, probably check that out. But yeah, the big box Gloomhaven literally takes years, and I'm not exaggerating, years to play and complete. So yeah, it's a dedicated game to give a go. This is why I'm starting with the Jaws of the Lion, because it's a lot smaller. There's half the campaigns in there, whereas the original has got hundreds of campaigns and missions and stuff, and they do take a long time to play and complete as well, like a couple of hours sometimes to do one mission or one campaign. So yeah, really fun. Really getting into that. That's them out of the way. Then I'll do these bits I've got on my stall first, and then no I won't. I'll do these bits on this side out of the way. So a little while back, I was leaving for work. Like I say, first thing in the morning. It was like 4 o'clock in the morning, and as I come out of my kind of driveway, it's hard to explain. A load of stuff had been dumped, but it's normally where our row of people leave their bins, and obviously it wasn't bin day, but there was a load of stuff there, and I was thinking, oh, for God's sake, people have already putting stuff out for the bins. Anyway, kind of had a look to see what it was, but obviously drove off because the missus was taking me to work. And as the missus would come back, she'd looked at it and sent me a message and was like, actually, some of this stuff's pretty good. So there was a load of gaming stuff there, so we grabbed that because it had been dumped, and then the rest either people had took anyway. It was like some kids' toys and stuff, so I don't know, it'd been left out and people pillaged it anyway, but luckily we got there first and got the gaming stuff. So there was, it's all for the Wii, but we've got a Wii guitar. It's quite handy. Don't actually have a Wii guitar for Guitar Hero, so there's that. Then with that was Guitar Hero 3, which I do have on the 360, so I will probably move this on, but it is all complete and actually in really good condition. It's quite nice. And Rock Band, which I really like, but again I've got on the 360, so probably won't keep it and move these on or trade them in, not that they're worth much. And then this, which I've not seen before and was kind of a nice find. I don't know what to do with it. I don't know if I'll keep it or not because of what it is, but it is a nice thing. And it's Virtua Tennis 2009, and again it's complete. It's got the 2 rackets in there, the game is in there as well. Like I say, good condition and clean, all complete. So yeah, not quite sure what I'm going to do with that, but you know, it was free left on my doorstep, so I'm having it. And then I'll figure out what to do with it at a later point. So yeah, there's that. That was a nice little find. And then let's get the booter out of the way because it's down there, and all the rest of these have been random pickups for the last few months that I've got here and there. Not much. And didn't get much on the boot either. We were a little bit late because we weren't sure if we were going to go or not. And I wasn't stressing about it. I wasn't too bothered. And it was kind of them, just take your time, walk around. I wasn't bothered if I got anything or not. And there wasn't actually that much there. There was a few gaming bits, not as much as normal. Either people obviously beat us to it because we got there late or whatever. Seen a few PS2 bits. A lot of kind of 360, Xbox and PS4, but most of it, again, FIFA crap and all that kind of stuff. So I weren't bothered. But the bits we did get, picked up a Nintendo Switch game. It's Slain, Back from Hell. So Eddie says this is pretty good, but quite hard. So I'll give it a go. How much did I pay for it? I think it was £15, but it trades in for 16. So if I don't like it, I've made a quid. And it's a £25 game currently at CX, so not too bad. Got it quite cheap. I'll give it a go, see what it's like. Then we have the Xbox thing that I was on about, and it is the subscription startup service, which I don't have in the collection, so it's kind of nice to have a bit of history, I suppose. So you got a 12-month membership with this. That's insane. And you have demos for online demos, obviously, for Rainbow Six 3, Outrun 2 and FIFA 2005. It is fully complete with the disc. It also came with a bonus manual for Headhunter Redemption, so that's going in the manual pile as a spare. But then obviously, yeah, it got the little booklet with all the games coming out that you can play online, and the card, which has been scratched but won't work anyway, very much doubt. But yeah, it's nice to have that all complete in there. And the box is in good condition. I might even swap that over for one of my games. But yeah, just nice to have, really, as part of the old Xbox set. Just put them there. We've got one 360 game from the car boot that I needed. It was like 30p. Skylanders Giants. Apparently I don't have any Skylanders games in my... Excuse me while I sneeze. Yeah, I don't have any Skylanders game in the collection. Apparently I thought I had some, but nope, don't have any. So that's my first one. Again, complete. It is not for resale, so obviously came with some figures or whatever, which I'm really not bothered about. Just got the game in the collection. And then we've got two Wii games. The missus actually picked this up. It's Rayman Raving Rabbids TV Party for the Wii, which I think is the last Rabbids game we needed on the Wii. So that's 4, I think there is now. We've got. She enjoys them, so she got that for herself. But it'll just go on the Wii one and probably never get played. And how much was that? I think that was like £1. And this one, which I think was like 50p, I believe. Samba de Amigo. I wouldn't mind giving it a blast. Yeah, you can use your Wii remotes, obviously, unlike the Dreamcast version with the actual full setup, which I would like to have, but I just don't have space for that big box. I'm not too bothered. I'll give it a go in here and see what it's like. Could be a bit of fun. We might actually play that together and have a go at it. The other one thing I kind of messed up on, but didn't. I got it with from the same woman I got the Raven Rabbids, and she did us a deal. She wanted £2 for this and £1 for the game, but we go to her all the time. She's quite a regular seller and she knows us, so she did us £2 from both, so £1 each. Now my phone wasn't quite working, obviously, in the middle of the field, but when I looked up this on CX, the one I found was like £6 trade-in, so I thought I'd take it for trade-in. But then when I got home and did a proper research, it wasn't this one. This is I think £1.50 trade-in. So anyway, I've not actually lost any money. I've just not made as much as I thought I would. Like 50p, I don't know. I'll try and... We need to do a car boot ourselves, so I'll probably even try and sell it on again for a couple of quid or whatever. But yeah, it's the Ultimate Matrix Collection. I've got a massive deluxe Matrix edition. You probably can't see it, it's just behind this corner. With a figurine and everything. So I don't really need this. Plus it's DVD, I won't mind getting them again on 4K. I have, yeah, no use for it. So it will be traded in for a massive profit of 50p, or just try and sell it on in a car boot again to see if we can get a couple of quid. I don't know. Yeah, a little bit of a mess up, but it hasn't actually cost me, so not too bad. Just didn't make as much as I thought I would. Don't know what I was looking up at that was £6 trading. Still a Matrix box set, DVD. And the only other thing I got from the car boot were these little things. So Pogs, massive Pog fan, especially back in the 90s. Oh my god, I've still got them all. I've actually been sorting them out down there. Literally thousands and thousands of damn things. And I had this that I've got from, I've been looking at the thing, the year was 97, and it says a Kellogg company, so obviously came out of the, you got them out of the cereals and stuff, because loads of cereals were doing Pogs. Obviously it was a massive craze. I can't remember how I got this big board, whether you sent off for it or whatever, but yeah, I've had this since it came out, and it's the Batman and Robin set. So you got this little board and you put your Pogs around the set, and obviously it lists them all on the back. But I've always been missing 4. Never ever thought I would finish this or find them again. But this guy had bags and bags of different Tazos and Pogs and other collectible bits that you could get from cereals and all that kind of stuff. He said he was having to clear out of his dad's loft that everything had been stored, and obviously getting rid of stuff. And I found a bag of these Pogs. Obviously I had no idea which ones I needed, and a lot of them were duplicates. So he said he wanted however much it was for the bag, but I weren't bothered in taking the whole bag, because like I said there was a lot of duplicates. So I said if I just take out one of each and see what it can do me. I think I paid like 50p for all these. I got 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, I got 12 for 50p, so not too bad. I'll see if there's any I need. In my mind I thought I needed more than I did. I thought I needed more than 4, but yeah. Got home and the 4 I needed were in this set. I had no idea what I was picking up, and yeah, I finished it. So I've got another 3, 6, 8 spares, which I'll just move on and get rid of. But we can now slot in our 4 that we need. So we have number 1 Batman, he'll be going in there. 2 was Robin, which I needed. 3 was Batgirl, which I needed. And the last one was another Batman, which was number 16. And if we pop them in there, we now have a nice full Batman and Robin set. I mean, when this film came out and I was a kid, I thought it was great. Look back now, the film's absolute trash, but it's not the point. The Pogs, and it's a full set. So well happy to get that finished and completed. That was the best thing worth going for the car boot. Get that done. Yeah, happy with that. So that's all that done. A couple more miscellaneous bits which we'll get to, and then a whole host of games. How should we do this? Start with these random bits. So this was from a charity shop on the way home, just in my local. I'm sure it had a sign up saying all games are like £1. They did have a good selection, but I'd got them all, or they weren't obviously worth trading in. But I needed this one for the collection, and then when I took it to Desh, she said, "Oh, just give us 50p." So I gave her 50p, and it's I think it's a couple of pound game in CX, but it's NBA 2K16, complete with a hologram, and it just say insert, feature and insert with different designs. That is in there, but apparently it should have a manual. It doesn't have a manual, so I just need to get a manual for it. And yeah, it's got the extra insert bit in there, which is probably more important than manual, because the manual will be easier to find than that insert. So yeah, that for the collection. And then these were from charity shop as well. Can't remember how much. Again, I think like 50p, maybe pound tops, but I don't think so. So we got MotoGP 07 complete, and Football Manager 07 complete. So yeah, just for the wall, like I say. Then these 2 were from the Fast Cash, the local Fast Cash kind of generator place. This game I've actually finished. Really good game. It's been remastered now actually, but needed it for the collection, and it was Sniper Elite V2. Really good game. The newest one's coming out soon actually. It's coming straight on Game Pass, so I'll give that a blast. Really nice condition on this one, all complete. That was £3. And then one you don't really see too often, 3D compatible as well. Air Conflicts Secret Worlds. and kind of a mid-tier game on 360. This was £10. Both of these were cheaper than CEX, which is why I picked them up. And again, great condition on them, nice and clean. So they will be going in. This is mostly from my local stuff, like I say, in and out of work. We did go over Leicester a couple of times actually. I picked this up from the game because it had just left Game Pass and I'd not quite finished it. But I managed to find this, and it comes with the DLC as well, and the DLC is on the disc, so I can play all that. And it was Control, the Ultimate Edition. It says $9.99 on there. I don't think I paid that though, off the top of my mind. Or I added some points on my card that got it cheaper. I don't know. But yeah, it is in there, and like I say, it is the Ultimate Edition disc, which does come with DLC on the disc. So I can get that finished and completed. Start so many games on Game Pass, and then when they leave, stuck, but I don't mind picking them up physical if I like them anyway. This was the only other game I got from my local. This was from my local CEX. All the rest of these now are CEX stuff. Never come across this before. Searching, I had a quick search of eBay before, and the price was triple, quadruple this price, so 30-40 quid. But for tenner, I picked up Digimon All-Star Rumble. Russ says it's a bit like a, oh, what's it called? Smash Bros kind of game, but I guess with Digimon characters. Don't know anything about Digimon other than it's some kind of Pokemon rip-off, I think. I don't know. But yeah, like I say, I'll give it a go and get some achievements out of it, and it'll go in the wall. But yeah, never seen it come across that before, and it was just there in my local, which I do go in quite often and never have anything new, but there it was. Like I say, went to Leicester, so the rest of these were from the Leicester CX. There's a few visits. I think these are like 3 or 4 different visits, but yeah. It's £4 we got. Planet 51, just for the 360 wall, and this is an easy game score, so I'll get the 1000 out of this. And I'm pretty sure it's meant to be a decent game. I've not seen the film. It's based on a kid's film. Not seen it. So yeah, there's that. This, it was only £1, so I had to pick it up. It's the last that I think that I know of add-on packs for the 360. So a lot of the 360 add-on DLCs came on disc. So it's the Fallouts, Oblivion did it. What was the other one? There was a track pack for Rock Band, and there was the Borderlands one. And just for £1, why not? So it's got the Zombie Island of Dr. Ned and Mox's Underdome Riot, all of which I bought at the time digitally in a sale, and we had a group of friends who were playing a lot of Borderlands. Fully completed it, all done it, but yeah, just nice to have and have in the collection. And that is the last bit of Borderlands stuff I need, and the last add-on pack that I needed as well. So 2 completions in 1. I was surprised to see this. So yeah, this was staring me straight on the shaft, and I was like, that's cheap for that game. Got in the chat, spoke to some of the Xbox guys in the chat we have, and yeah, they were like, wow, pick it up, like the price has gone down, if just for a what do you call it, yeah, even if it's just for a placeholder. So it is Truck Racer, and it was only £8, which yeah, it's pretty cheap. This was well over 60 quid at one point, probably even more, but it is the German version. I don't mind, I can still play it, which is what I want to do. Really good condition, it's almost brand new. Like I think Rob was saying, a bit like the Bowls game. Someone must have found a load of copies and got rid of them. But yeah, somehow this German version's made it into one of my local CXs. So I'll pick it up for £8, like I say, even if for a placeholder. I don't mind that it's German. I think the English version's slightly harder to get hold of. I ain't bothered, I've got it and got it cheap. And then another one, I think I picked this up at the same time, £3.50. DreamWorks Rise of the Guardians, another one that's based on kind of a kid film. Not seen it, don't know anything about it. Hoping, again, it's just easy gamer score and easy G. This is in as well an original Xbox case, which is nice. So I'll take that case out and replace one of my Xbox cases. I've got loads of 360 cases, which I can stick that in. Then while we're in Leicester, obviously went over to Super Game Shack. Nipped in there to have a look. There wasn't well, it was quite busy the day I went in actually, so I couldn't get to like the main part of the games, which is to the right of the store when you go in. I had a quick look, but not an in detail look. But I went to the left of the store, which is where he has kind of a retro dirt section, which he used to take to a lot of the events and stuff, especially I think Revival. Yeah, I actually found 3 360 games in the retro dirt section that I needed, that were obviously really cheap, to add to the set. So we've got Tiger Woods PGA Tour 11, which fills up a nice little run in my Tiger Woods, fully complete. There's not actually much wrong with that. A couple of stickers on it which will come off. Same with this one, MotoGP 13, and that was just £1 as well. These are all cheaper than CEX. That doesn't come with a manual, but it obviously got the writing on the inlay. It's a later title game. Again, not really much wrong with that. A little bit of, not really tearing, but bumpage on the plastic on the back, and then just a sticker on it which will come off. But yeah, it's got its hologram, which is all good. And this one, which was really cheap, because this is a bit more pricey game, not massively priced, it's under a tenner now, it was more, but £3 for Cars 2. So pick that one up. But this is the worst out of the 3. The case doesn't quite close and it's broke, but again, case replacement, not an issue. The issue is it has no manual. But for the price, I thought I'd just pick it up. I can find a manual for that, hopefully, no problem. I actually have this game digitally as well. I think it was Games of Gold, so I've been playing with it. I get it finished at some point and get some more achievements. And while we're over there, that's all the games. While we're over there, it was a Saturday, obviously really good weekends. It was the first Saturday of a month because, believe me, which is this month, it is Free Comic Book Day, the first Saturday in May every year. And normally we miss it because I'm normally working. I've only ever got there once before, and I completely forgot about it. We're just waiting to Forbidden Planet on the off chance to have a look, and yeah, lo and behold, it was Free Comic Book Day. So they're like, oh, you can take 2 comics each, and all the stuff around to do, see, and get. But obviously I was with the missus, so we got 4 comic books, 2 apiece. There wasn't anything she really wanted, although I did find her this last, and she said, oh, actually, I won't mind that. So yeah, she picked up Clementine, which is Clementine from the Walking Dead series, from the Telltale games. So yeah, I thought that'd be pretty cool. It has got 2 other comics in there as well, Sea Serpent's Hair and Everyday Hero Machine Boy. It's quite a thick one. That's the thickest one out of the 4. But yeah, I wouldn't mind reading that as well. Clementine's story. I don't think it's story set from the games. I think it's a standalone story as well, which is pretty cool. I picked myself up the first one I seen actually. I was like, yeah, I'm having that. A nice Bloodborne comic. So be interested to read that and get into that. Then we found a Street Fighter's Masters comic with Blanca on the front, which is probably my favourite character, so that's a bonus. And then just to add it up, we got a Spider-Man Venom comic, because why not? There wasn't much more there that we wanted, so they were the best 4 for me anyway to pick up. And also, got this one for Super Game Shack as well while we're in there. Actually, I forgot about this because it was under the comics. My last Final Fantasy guide that I needed, and a game I actually started replaying. It's probably the worst of the series, but I was actually playing it again. I was kind of getting into it a bit more than before, but yeah, it's still a bit cringy in parts. But yeah, the last guide that I needed, so I might go through the game, because I've already done it once back in the day on the PS2, but now obviously with having the Final Fantasy X collection, you get this game with it as well. Obviously Final Fantasy X-2. So yeah, I can have a look, find some secrets and stuff in the game. Like I said, I've already completed it. I don't like using the guides the first time through. I like to just play the game, enjoy it, and then use the guide maybe on a second run through to see what I was missing, find some extra secrets, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, I had to pick it up to complete that Final Fantasy guide set and probably get maybe a little bit more enjoyment out of that game. But like I said, I was kind of enjoying it a bit more. It was still a bit cringy. It is a crap Final Fantasy compared to all the others, especially after playing 10, because 10's so good. But yeah, that, I'm checking, is that. That is it. quick, I say quick, I've had to stop the camera, it's probably a half hour, yeah, quick. Little video, so I can get this stuff sorted out, just show my face again. Just been a bit AWOL lately from everything, from the groups and comment sections and all that kind of stuff. Just busy, working, tired. I had a bit of illness as well, not COVID, it was, I think it was pneumonia. Yeah, just from some of the work I do and whatever. But anyway, yes, I've got a lot of stuff piling up over there I need to sell, which I'll take car boot, see exit. If there's no events coming up, I can get rid of it. I might look at maybe doing a Doncaster. I don't know if when the next one is. I just want to make some space. But yeah, waffling now, so I will leave you to your day. I'm going to sort this out. I'm going to smash the modem Wi-Fi up because don't my nut in. And we'll see you at some point, maybe, in the far future when I can be asked to do a video again. So, bye for now.